Alright, so I've done this once before, but I lost the video basically, and I wasn't able to edit it down, so I am trying this again. Don't die. Basically, I'm going to start a world where I just don't die. Once I die, I stop playing the world, and playing it on survival, obviously, and the hardest difficulty. I am not starting with the starting map or bonus chest or anything like that. Basically start with nothing and go there. But I did put the coordinates on because it's very helpful, especially when you're digging down to the, I think it's like 12 or 13. Perfect spot to find diamonds and stuff, so makes it a little bit easier. Plus, if I need to pinpoint stuff or figure out things like linking up portals and stuff like that, if I get that far. That's if. So, alright, well, let's go and start this new world. See where we end up at here. Alright. It's gonna take me a minute to get loaded in here. Alright, so now, sorry about that, I'm just a little sidetracked there. Alright, oop. Well, that's not fun. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, what just happened? Oh, look at that. Is that like a swamp area over there? And it looks like we've got some giant shrooms there. I'm gonna go ahead and break that just so I can get up here. See what's going on here. Alright, so we got some shrooms that way. What's that? Is that a thing? Getting sick and tired of this stuff growing when I'm not ready for it to grow. Alright. Oh, might be like a small cave there. There's some nice plain lands. I like to build my base in a nice blank area. So okay, so this being hard, I guess the first thing I should focus on would be, I mean, obviously we gotta get a place, but we need to get wood, crafting table, build the right tools. A bed is very important. Last time I did the rules of where I couldn't sleep and stuff like that, I lasted one episode and like 20 minutes in the second episode, and that was it. I was gone. So I think this time I'm going to be focusing more on, I can sleep at night, because what I'm going to ultimately do is I want to see if maybe if we get far enough into it I don't die, we'll do stuff like fighting the inner dragon, wither skeletons, the nether. I mean, I'm going to do all kinds of other stuff too, so I'm definitely going to keep progressing in the game. Obviously, first thing is going to be setting up a base and how I want it and stuff like that, but then obviously we're going to have to go to other areas for different materials, and also because, well, you know, it's part about the whole game of not dying and doing more. Okay, so this looks like the area that I was kind of looking at building in around here somewhere. Oh, look at that baby chicken. So, yeah. Oh, is that sheeps? That is sheeps. Let's go get some sheeps. We need wool. I bet there's not a place with cocoa beans around, because then I had to have enough for a bed, because I could turn these into brown wool. But that's alright. Sorry, I'm so used to this other game I've been playing a lot, and I keep hitting, Sea of Thieves. I've been doing a lot of Sea of Thieves lately, and I keep hitting buttons that makes more sense if you're on Sea of Thieves and not Minecraft, so yeah. I've been having a lot of fun with it, actually. Sea of Thieves is probably one of my favorite games right now. One of my other favorite games as of right now is also the Titanfall series. I like those. Those are a lot of fun. So yeah, I've been playing. I do that a lot. I do Titanfall in my free time. I play Sea of Thieves, as I've already released some Sea of Thieves videos. By the time this will come out, we'll have some Sea of Thieves videos. So, yeah, so there's that. Also, Planning on doing some other videos. Right now I'm trying to get my hands on a copy of a game I used to have back when. I haven't had it lately. I really don't remember what happened to it, my copy of it, but the first Fable game, I'm thinking about doing some Let's Plays on that. I know it's not one that a lot of people are doing, and I know it's like all old and dated and stuff like that, but I'm gonna probably do, I should do the, hold on, I'm gonna have to do something here real quick, so I'm gonna have to change my audio, I think the game volume's too loud. So let me change that up real quick. We'll try that. I don't know, to me it seems loud still, I don't know. For all I know now, it's gonna be super quiet, it's just gonna be me talking. So, too bad I can't record my stuff separately, but I record all together, because, you know, I don't know, maybe it makes it easier for me, it makes things worse. So that looks like that's a creeper right there. Is that a creeper? That is not a creeper. That is sugarcane. Alright. I'll take sugarcane over a creeper any day. This looks like a nice big open area. I like this, except I don't like this little... Wow, it's like almost... Well, I mean, there for a minute there, it seemed like it was all one block thick. I'm gonna plug up that hole. Although before I plug it up, though, I should really just light it up down there a little bit, so I don't have to worry about any mobs or anything like that. So, alright, so we got wood. Let's go ahead and make the crafting table. Alright, so we got a crafting table. Crafting table. Oh, you know, we got enough we can make a bed. So let's go ahead and make a bed. A loom. Ooh, we can build a loom. I do like looms. Alright, so 3 wool and 3 wooden planks. I mean, that's how you make a bed, right? Why am I not seeing bed? Is there something special I gotta do? What? I am rather confused. Okay, so is there... What is going on? Is this all? Is it this can't that can't be all, can it? Is that everything? Okay. Okay. Where are beds? Huh. There's like some kind of new update that kind of... Here, let me get out of that and go back into it again. See if that changed anything. What? Okay, well, I don't know. Things happened, you know. Welcome to the future, guys. This this is... Oh, wait, I need to build some tools here. Not a button. Let's see. So we're going to do this. We need sticks, and this is going to allow us to now make this stuff, maybe? Well, I got enough stuff I should be able to make something, so I don't know why it's not working. See, like, look at this. This is not showing any of the stuff, but... And then it just shows that, yeah, see... What is going on? See, now it's working. This is pretty odd right now. Okay, so we're just going to do just a wooden pickaxe because I don't like wooden tools, so I'm just going to use this until I get some cobblestone. Now, a good place to dig, because I'm thinking about building my home here. We could face that way, right? No, we should face this way because I could put a big farm in the backyard and not have to worry about trying to, if this, you know what I mean, get rid of a, I don't know, because then I went that way though. That seems like better for back. So this should be the front, and we can be looking this way. That's cool. I like that idea. So this would be like the front door right here. I mean, this isn't not going to be the front door, but I'm just going to put those there to symbolize that. So that being the front, that being the back, we could put the mine over here somewhere. Yeah, because I want to be away from the water. Because if I'm by the water, that's going to be a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing it here. It's going to be 2 wide. Actually, I should do it 3 wide. So here's why I'm going to do it 3 wide. A friend of mine actually does this, and I really like it. He puts these stairs on one side of it, so I still have a 2 walkway, but only one side is gonna have stairs going up, so that way you can kind of shoot up quickly, and yeah, that makes it way faster going up and down. So you definitely go a lot faster. I don't know if you go faster going down with stairs or without stairs, but I'm gonna assume that it's better to go down without stairs. So that's what I'm gonna do there. Hey, look at that. We gotten down to stone now. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So that's gonna make enough to I can make a tool and get rid of all the what was it? I can make a tool and make a other box here. The furnace. Now technically I could have like just built my base inside of the wall or something like that, so I didn't have to worry about sleeping at night, but I guess like I feel like I'm gonna already start myself without a lot of stuff, and I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I think it's probably not a big deal if I'm using like being able to sleep and stuff like that at night. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Look at that, a campfire. That's kind of cool. That looks really cool, really. Okay, so I'm gonna put these up top, this in the bottom. Wrong order. Oh man, will it make it? Will it make it? Oh, it did. It made a piece of charcoal. That's awesome. So okay, so I just burned up all my wood, I know, but I can go beat another tree to death. So let's go beat one. Oh, flock. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take a lot to take out this creeper, because I don't have a sword yet. Maybe the first thing I should have built was a sword. This is gonna take a while. Oh, epic battle with a creeper, that's awesome. Okay, so we got a gunpowder. Woo! Alright, and we're currently starved. Oh yeah, that's right, I got food. So I got food making, that's good, that's good. Just gonna take out some of this stuff, make it all. I'm gonna make it all out of just like regular planks right now. I might update it, make it look cool later. Obviously, first things first, I'm just trying to make it the material that we get a lot of, and will be easy to start making. So that's basically what we're starting with. So it's kind of a newer channel, obviously. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know me or anything. So what little bit about this channel. I know it's SQT Noob instead of SGT Noob. That's because I'm such a noob I misspelled it. But and that it's already taken the SGT, and I could always probably have tried to get it, but a lot of my friends from college, and I've had this gamertag for a while now. I just never bothered to change it because easier way for people to find me, keeping it the same. So yeah, that's behind that a little bit, the name. So alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit bigger than that. Probably come out 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I'll do that. Yeah, looks good like that. And then maybe? Yeah, that's pretty good. Should I do it that big? Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. That's just gonna be the first one here, and we're just gonna set a couple of these down. Alright, so we got half these made up, and then we ran out. So we're just not gonna cook the rest of these up yet. Till we get some more wood. Need a lot more wood. There we go. And this is gonna help me make a whole bunch of other tools and whatnot too. So it's beneficial because we're gonna go down to the spot we need to. I'm gonna gather materials as well, and yeah, we've got a long ways to go. So yep. So the name was that basically. The idea though came from like I mean, it's just noob. I actually the first game I played was as far as like online gaming and stuff like that, for coming up with the name for a gamer tag and stuff, was when I was playing Halo. The second one, actually, not the first one. I had to play the first one after I played the second one, actually. So kind of joined the party a little bit late. But I would have to say that the second one's always been my favorite. I know that I don't have the nostalgia feel for the first one, but I think regardless I would have felt the same about the first one, just because the graphics, I mean, the game, it's a good game and all, but it's just like the graphics, especially when as late as I joined, it's pretty bad. Like, I mean, I have a nostalgia feel for the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, but I mean, even then, I look at it and it's just, you know what I mean? Like, you never did think, man, these graphics are horrible, because for the time they were great, and it's like now they're just bad. And like, I look at like the 007 game that everyone always played. That's another game I never played. I was left out a little bit, but that was like around my time, really. But it just, I don't know, like some games I just didn't get into. I mean, I could say the same about movies. I actually, for the first time, yeah, for the first time recently, I just watched another one that everyone talks about like a lot. What was it? What was it? It was some kind of classic. I forget which one it was, because I've been getting into them lately, where I've been watching classics. Like the Blades. I never watched the Blade movies. I just watched the Blade movies not too long ago. Like I said, the first one of that one's pretty rough too. But the rest of them, they were good. They were decent. It seems like that's like the way with a lot of the first ones. But it being such a good idea, you know, people, they I don't know, like, did they make a lot in the first ones? Like, did they, I can't want to see what's in here. Like, part of me wonders, like, if it's like if they, because I haven't looked up a lot of them, but I'm almost wondering if some of them they made a lot of, they got a lot of people to watch them, the first ones, and then, wow, this is like some kind of cave. But yeah, they do the first one. They have a great idea, but it might be poorly executed or something like that. But I think the idea brings the people in or something, and then they see it, and it's not bad, whatever. But ultimately, it comes to like they make another one, and that usually does better. But that almost makes me wonder if, like a lot of them that happens with, and currently I got into the second Halo game, and I got really into it. I was able, I did all kinds of things. Really, the amount of glitches that were available in that game, as opposed to the amount of glitches that were available in the later ones that followed and the ones before it, it was cool how many you had. And then now it's like, well, there is none. There's not none. I mean, there always is some, but it seems like they've really dialed it down, and I feel like that's a bad decision. I feel like if you have a way where people are able to glitch and do stuff like that, if they're having fun with it, let it be. Like let people have fun with it. Let them do something that's, what I mean, like it's gonna really add to the game, make it more fun. It's almost like when a game is so bad that it actually becomes a game that people want to play because they want to see how bad it is for themselves, like, or a really bad movie or something. And so I think, what the heck, just a random experience sitting out here. That's cool. Experience. All right, here we go. That's what I need, some more wood. So, but that's what's like. That's just what that one. Oh crap. Let me look at my thing here. So yeah, that's what I don't know. I really like that Star Wars Battlefront 2 game. I loved it, and then they remade it, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. They took everything good about it out, and like you could play multiplayer, which is great and all, but like I can't do Galactic Conquest anymore. Like that was my favorite thing to do, is Galactic Conquest. Like how can you take away something that people love to... I'm an idiot. I put regular ones down. I like how I put them in 2 different ways too, and I was looking the same way. That's cool. Oh. But yeah, it was like my favorite thing was Galactic Conquest anyway. I know some people like space battles as well. I never got to the space battles, and it's really hard when I go back to play the other one because I got the original for PlayStation 2 actually, and Nope, that's not the right button. I'm so used to playing Sea of Thieves, so this is... Yeah, see, I tried to quick move it, and it did not work that way. Yeah, they really messed up on those new ones, I feel like, because they took away from what makes it really good. I'm trying to get back into my Twitch thing here. Jump my Twitch here, my Twitch feed here. There we are. There we go. So I'm almost wondering if people are trying to talk to me and I'm not even acknowledging. Alright, there we go. Let me turn this thing off here. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so now I got my feet up, I think. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. I'm not seeing it. Oh, let's see, Ha! That does not say what I think it does. Dang it. Alright. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I guess that's gotta be it. Alright. So, basically, yeah, but I liked that game a lot. The original Star Wars, but they screwed up the next one. So what I'm thinking is, but then I got into Halo as well. I should go back to Halo. I didn't even finish that, but I loved Halo 2. Halo 2 was my favorite one. Halo 3 was pretty good too, and I loved what they did with. I want to say it was ODST, but I could be wrong. I didn't build tools. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I need to build a lot of tools, right? Yes. So the Halo, I think it was Halo ODST. I think the first one they did Firefight. I really liked that. I really liked it, and I thought that Firefight was like a really cool additional thing to add to the game. It Okay, so I need sticks. I didn't make sticks, huh? If I can make sticks, where's my planks at? Oh, I have planks. Huh. Okay, so I need to make them sticks then. I'm an idiot. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we need an axe, a pickaxe, and the next thing's a sword. So I need to get a couple more of these pieces. So, yeah, but I really thought that Firefight was a really cool addition. I thought it really made the game a lot more fun. And, yeah, it's... Should make a thing there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put all this stuff up here, pull this down. But the yeah, so I thought Firefight was cool. I mean, like I feel like a lot of times when a game does something different, it could go one of two ways, and it's a risk doing it. Sometimes there's a good reward for doing something like that. Like I can't think of a really good example because a lot of them they end up overdoing it. I guess the best example I can use, I got two different ones. I don't know. Well, it really didn't work for Assassin's Creed because they did that with the third one, and that really got some backlash on that one. But the what do they call that? The Resident Evils. I was actually a huge fan of all those, especially the early ones. But they had the fourth one, I think, was the first one they did that with, and it still had some horror elements to it, but for the most part, it was like, oh, that just looked really different. It looked like it closed in. It's just dark down here. All right, so, but yeah, so they had some horror elements to it still. But it was like the first kind of like a first person or third person, and it added more of like an actiony element too. And I was okay with it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a neat idea, and then I would have been happy if they would have went back and not done that again, except for one other time that I think they should have done something like that, which they did, but they kind of took it even a step further in the wrong direction. I think that with not so much the fifth one, but the sixth one, that one really bugged me. The fifth one didn't sit too very well with me either, but I think there was forgivable parts, I guess. So I can forgive some of it, but there was like nothing. There was like almost nothing in the almost nothing in the version with the sixth one, because the sixth one really, I was excited about it for, I don't know if a lot of people were excited for the same reason I was, but I was excited because it was the first time that you heard Leon and Chris Redfield were gonna be in the same game together, and those two guys are like powerhouses. Those guys are like, you know what I mean? The ultimate, you know what I mean? Like, Leon's probably my favorite, and only because his first day on the job and he's dealing with zombies, which is a pretty big deal. But Chris, on the other hand, he's the first to encounter the zombies, and you know what I mean? And he provides a good helpful list that Leon ends up finding anyway in the second one. So going to the sixth one, where they've known about each other because of Claire Redfield. You know, I mean, she's been with both. You know, I mean, obviously one's her brother, the other one she's worked closely with the second one, and I think it was the third one, or also it was like Code Veronica or something like that, where she re-meets up with her brother. So you know that there was a time when they met, and she talked about him. So they've heard about each other, but they never met each other. And I mean, he's a powerhouse. I mean, like they both are. So if you put them in a more actiony one, it would make sense. It'd be like, hey, look, here's two badasses, and they're gonna fuck that shit up. Like they're gonna mess them up. All those zombies, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna tear stuff up. It'll be more actiony than it'd be horror, because you have two, like, it's kind of like whenever you're watching a horror movie. If you watch a horror movie by yourself, the lights off, of course it's more scarier than if you're watching with the lights on. And it almost seems like the two of them would be like a lights on situation. And I think that I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that'd be really cool, because it's a little bit different. You add a different element to it. But my problem ends up becoming, you know, hey, oh no, I'm an idiot. I just keep on making planks out of them. I should be burning them. Oh boy, I'm gonna starve myself to death. So they, so that's what, like, I feel like what happened wrong with that was with the Resident Evil series, because they could have made that a lot better. They really could have. And the fact that, you know, I'll leave that there. I'll be like a stepping thing for when I get higher up. But yeah, the sixth one definitely could have been better. Let me see if I can go to my chats here. Why am I not seeing this? Oh no! There we go. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Okay, so I guess I don't know how I'm like. I don't know. I've been actually having a lot of problems with my internet lately. It crapped out on me. It actually took me 30 minutes to even get my internet working to where I actually get on. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if some idiot ran over a telephone or knocked a wire down, or what the hell happened, but something happened, and I was having a lot of issues getting on. But no, yeah, it was really crazy, because I don't know. I used to be such a huge fan of Resident Evil, and then now to think that, like, I will never play theirs, and I know that a lot of people have been saying, oh, you know, it's changed, or it's gotten scary again. I have a hard time trusting that something's gotten better after, especially if you did more than one game where we went in the wrong direction. Like, it was the fifth one, and then the sixth one also went in that same direction. The fourth one was the start of it, but it's like I said, I would forgive it, because it was a new idea. It was something they haven't tried, and they were trying to see what people thought of. And I guess saying that, I can see why they did the fifth one the way they did, because then if their sales got a lot more because they did something different, they would think, oh, this is a step in the right direction. So they did the fifth one. But then the second they lost money on that, and then they created a sixth one knowing that that was the wrong direction, to me it almost seems like, well, why'd you do that, you know? And I know that's... And I am dumb enough that I went out and bought the sixth one too. So I know I'm like part of the problem. Part of it a little bit, but I mean, I was doing it for a different reason though, and not so much like what the gameplay would be. Like if I knew what the gameplay was going to be, I probably would have steered clear of it. And but I was invested early because something that was promised, basically, or promised that them two would be in the same game together. They made it sound like they would play side by side. Like I could play as either Chris or Leon, and I can have a guest on, and they can play as the other one. It's not that case at all. In fact, they all have. There's like 4 different campaigns, and one of the and only at one spot do they even bump into each other, and it's a quick little cutscene, and it's really disappointing because it's like, to me, it was this thing that was like all hyped up, like it was gonna be something big, and I guess it further makes me understand what the people, how people felt about the first Fable, because I didn't. Thing is, I didn't even know about the first Fable. I didn't know about Fable at all until one of my friends introduced me to it, but it was already out. It wasn't like I saw at E3 or something like that, that what they were trying to promote. Hey, look, you can see trees grow in real time and all this other stuff. I mean, I feel like I would have definitely been disappointed with that as well, I think, because, yeah, I mean, like, judging by how I felt about the sixth Resident Evil, how I felt about Assassin's Creed 3, how I felt about really the direction Halo went even too, and then to think that what was it? To think what was the name of that company again? Bungie. What was that name of that company again? Well, Bungie. To think that they would go from like Halo, a top series, and do it really good, and they say, well, we're gonna do our own game, it's gonna be different, which I try to keep an open mind, because the thing is, I get what it's like to have to work on something. It becomes something you always do, and then you want to branch out, you want to do something else, but you know what I mean, everyone wants more of the same thing. I mean, people do want more of the same thing, but they don't want it exactly the same, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like they didn't want to keep doing that series. They wanted to start a new series, which is cool. And I gave it a try. I went out, I got the game, I played Destiny, and I was disappointed with it. I really it reminded me of Borderlands too much. And I'm like, if I'm gonna play Borderlands, I'm gonna play Borderlands. You know, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the same problem I have with Halo. Halo tried to become Call of Duty. If I wanted to play Call of Duty, I would play Call of Duty. But playing your game, don't make your game like a different game. Like what sells your games is the fact that it is unique from other games. So the second you make it like any other game, I might as well be going back and playing that game, because I don't want to play a knockoff of a game I already have. I will just play the game I already have. You know, you're losing your people when you do that. And a lot of these people, a lot of these, and it's not the creators that's doing it. The people that are creating this stuff. It's the guys above them, the guy that they had to work for. That's like, you know, I saw this. It looks freaking amazing. We should do that with ours. And I'm sure there's a lot of creators in there too that are saying, you know, that's not really what this game's about, or that's not going to flow well with this game. Shouldn't we do it this way or something like that? And so, but that's how, like, that's like one of the things too. It's kind of frustrating, really. Yeah. Because I see a lot of games I loved back in the day, and then I'm seeing what they're becoming now. And they could be much better. So, yeah, but they ruined a lot of games that I loved. Like, because I have to say that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one of my favorite games. Another one of my favorite games, which they've not made a remake of this, but I think, at least for a console or anything like that, I mean, I'm sure that it's going on the computer, and I'm sure on the computer that they have, I'm just gonna do this. Let's go all the way down. But I'm sure on the computer that they have updates for it, or things that they do to you know, make it more like I guess interesting, or add new concepts, or really honestly, like, okay, like Lord of the Rings Battlefield 2 for anyone who's played it, it's a real-time strategy. You can build bases. Honestly, I like it way more than Halo Wars. The only reason why Halo Wars has kind of got you kind of stuck with, you have to choose whether or not you want to, like, or you don't have it. You only have a certain amount of spaces that you can put a base. And with the other, with the, so with that's what's going on with that one. But with Star Wars Battlefront 2, sorry, not Battlefront 2, Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth 2. The thing with that is you can put a base anywhere. So, and there's only certain buildings you can have, like certain kind of buildings you can make. Obviously, you can't just make any kind of building. Obviously, it's not Minecraft, but you can put any of your buildings anywhere you want on that map. And which is not, well, like, I don't like being sold, okay, it's a real-time strategy, but you're only having like this spot or that spot to put them. It's like when you do that, that's when you get yourself to the point where it's kind of taken away from the strategic side of it, really, because you could strategically put it somewhere where it would make, you know what I mean, like where it would make more sense why it's there, you know what I mean, or maybe you're gonna try to throw somebody off, like, oh, they wouldn't expect to see a base here or find one here. Because I know, like, whenever I play with my friends, it seems like a Lord of the Rings one would not ever, like, the Lord of the Rings one will not ever end. Like, a battle would seem like it would go on forever, and it's because I would build a base that the guy, like, usually I'd just play against a friend or something, but, you know what I mean, I'd be playing against my friend, and I would just put a base somewhere where I would think he wouldn't think that. Well, he would do the same kind of thing, so we would destroy our base that we know where that one is, because in the start of every match, you know what I mean, there's only like so many locations. They show you the different locations you can spawn at, so you know where at in the map you're spawning at and where your enemies are going to be, so you can travel down to them. But when you build the second base, they have no idea where that second base is going to be. So the first thing is like it's like a resource like a resource grab to build another base somewhere where they won't think. So that way they actually have to explore and try to find it, which will buy you more time to, you know what I mean, get more stuff ready, like more prepared with like an army and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not like one of the first things you do. I mean, obviously you want to get a lot of resources gathered, build some strong units, and have the strong units basically be either solid defense or good offense to keep people at bay, so where you're able to make another base without having to worry about, you know, have to worry about if you have enough resources to build another, like, well, to really just to be able to build another base as well. So, but yeah, so we would do that and it would last forever. But the thing is, and I guess, I mean, I don't know. I almost feel like it's not completely true though, but I don't know, like, if they would have known that, like, going in, you know, like, did they know that if they didn't make you only have bases in certain spots, that would make the game last way too long? Or is it just, you know, because that's the thing about with earlier Halos. By earlier, I mean like the Halo 2, Halo 3 area, where you can be a one-man army. You can literally take out the whole team by yourself, and a lot of games you can't do that in. Like, I can't say you can't do that in Call of Duty. You can. I've done it before, but the chances of you doing that, chances of that happening, are a lot slimmer than they are if you were doing that in like Halo. Like Halo, it seems like it's an easier thing to do because it's kind of like the weapons do a lot of damage. You don't have a whole lot of health, but you can restore your entire health as well pretty quickly. So your health restores quickly, and you also do a lot of damage. So it's just about how well are you about moving around, and knowing the maps too. Knowing the maps in Halo is probably the majority of the game. You could argue that with other ones too, but I feel like in Call of Duty you can't really argue that much with that, because even if you know the maps really well, like you can know the maps really well, but you can't be good just because you know the maps are really well. Like Halo, you can be good knowing the maps are really good, because it doesn't really take, like I said, it doesn't take a lot to kill somebody. Same thing with I mean, you can say the same about Call of Duty, I guess, but the only problem is that Call of Duty, it's a ridiculous amount of damage that can be done to you so quickly that it's usually the people that are really good or have really high or really fast reflexes that become the ones that are the best at that game. Whether or not they're, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's, I mean, I know there's a lot of Call of Duty fans out there. I'm more of a Halo fan, if that's not obvious, but I don't know. I really like, I kind of like some of the style of Halo better too, but I think it's just the gameplay, how everything works and stuff like that. It seems like it flows, and I think it's it's a more relaxed game too, and you know, I don't like to be all tense when I play. I like to be kind of loose and be able to do whatever and kind of just like let things go. But yeah, so I was upset with the Star Wars Battlefront 2. I was upset with those, but I mean, in the end, we also have got there's new games that are popping up that I'm getting into. So, like, I got into Sea of Thieves. Like, that's a newer game that's around now, and I mean, I know it's not exactly new, but it's newer, you know, and I really get into that. That's a really fun game. I had a blast. Arena is I actually hated Arena at first, and then I started playing. Now I find myself playing it more now than Adventure Mode. I do like Adventure Mode, but I think a lot of it stems from it taking so long, especially when you're sailing from one side to the other side. And something that I think that's bad, like I get why they did it originally, but I feel like now it's kind of crippling the game a little bit. The game, it takes a while to do stuff in that game, like hours, but the problem with it is you can't. Your boat does not spawn close to you if your boat sinks and you're still alive, and it ends up spawning just in a random location. And I get why they did that, because they want to stop people from like respawn their boat really close to the people or whatever they were doing. You know what I mean, to try to keep it. But it kind of ruins the game a little bit. I mean, I feel like a lot of people that are out to do that kind of stuff are probably going to be playing Arena now instead. So I feel like they should switch it back to how it was, so it makes it a little bit faster, a little bit easier for people trying to complete things like their tall tales and stuff like that. So I think that's definitely a big I think that they should do, definitely. And it might increase how many people play it too. I mean, I know it's not exactly an old game, but it's not exactly new either. So I know there's other newer games, other things that people play a lot more of, but I feel like that would help boost some of the people that play it too. I think a lot of times why people don't want to do this is just how much time that they invest in it. It's a lot of time to invest.